that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be playing a game that was recommended to me by one of you guys, the Stanley Parable. Now, this is also a fairly old game, I think like early 2010s, 2013 maybe this came out, but I've heard a lot of good things about this game. Yeah, it's not really much else I can say, but I'm just going to start it. Thank you for recommending this. It's got a lot of good reviews, this game, as well.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Now, this is a story all about how
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Nice.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
This feels like
to push them,
me
and in what order.
at work.
This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year.
Ugh.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending,
Yep.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Why?
Though he had been made exactly for this job. And
That's-
Stanley was happy.
Oh, good for him. Because I'm
And
not
then
happy.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
It's me now? Oh, it is. So, cool. I don't know why the fuck Stanley's happy with that, because that's like the worst fucking life to live in my opinion. It works for some people, but personally, being stuck in that 9-to-5 grind is not fun, in my opinion. Cool, where the fuck is everyone? It's giving me like backroom vibes. This would freak me out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Scared
could it
me.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Don't want to. Was I say I hate Mondays or something?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
A
co-workers.
pencil sharpener? The fucking abyss or heaven or some shit's out there? Green telephone? Who farted? Not me. There's one of you. Where the fuck's the meeting room, bro? I need to stop slashing so much. God. Stop slashing if you're slashing right now, guys. Unless you're lying down, then you're okay. But if not, stop
Stanley
slashing.
went around touching every little
I
thing
did.
in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Sorry. I hate Mondays. There's so many mugs of the... Okay. I accidentally closed that on myself. That was very rude. Picture. Nice. Can't get in there. Can't get in there. Can't get in there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I have to follow his instructions? Part of me wants to not. I'm just gonna do it. Oh. Okay. Can I go in there? No? Can I go in here? I'm assuming I can't go anywhere. Fuck me, that's bright. Be polite and close the door. No, can't do that. Whoa.
Yet there was not a
Meeting.
single person here either.
Meeting
Feeling
round.
a wave of disbelief,
Oh.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That definitely says meeting room. Ooh. Did not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. There's a whiteboard manager. Oh. Oh, the door's closed now. Oh, I'm trapped. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Who is hot? You is hot. Why do people... What do people want? Can't read, guys. Said to go to boss's office. So, I guess I'll do that. Oh. Ooh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet,
I
but there
did.
was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Surely there's something in here. Who's that?
There was
Oh.
nothing here,
Oh.
No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I wonder how long I can stand in here before the narrator gets annoyed at me.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
This is funny. They're actually, wow, what a great game.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because I just want to see
Please offer me some explanation
talk.
here. I'm genuinely confused.
I want to hear you get annoyed. That's literally it. It's the only reason why I just want you to get annoyed.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, that just goes to show that places you think that are the least important, the people
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
Yes.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
No, my friends will think it's hilarious.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
What
that
the
or
fuck?
with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I just got fucking roasted. What the fuck? I'm just standing
Well, I've
here.
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I am dead.
You
How'd
got
you
to
know?
this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
I love his
All right.
accent.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What the fuck? This is so cool. I'm sorry if you find this boring, that I'm just sitting here, but I just want to see how much he can do. Okay, I think he's done now. I don't think he's going to say anything else. Okay, I sat here for a while and I don't think he's going to say anything else. Oh,
second
fuck
player.
me.
It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can assure you I will be a lot dumber than 10 minutes ago me. No. I'm just so curious. I want to open everything. Touch, touch. Is this the boss's office? I would assume so, because it's, you know, big. What's these? Executive bathroom. I can't go in there, okay. Damn. High ceiling.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Okay, thank you
But
so
of
much for that.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No. He couldn't have. Let's get some fucking alcohol in this body. Woohoo! I swear I'm not an alcoholic, by the way. I make those jokes all the time, but I'm not.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Oh, I didn't?
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination.
Yes.
If he knew that the 2845.
Oh, okay, mate. Sorry.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Amazing.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where? Oh, fuck, okay. Okay. Bucket. This looks fucking ominous. This isn't a scary game, is it, guys? I can open up.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Because...
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Because YOLO? I don't think I'm allowed to talk in this, guys. Just
Stanley
keep
walked
talking.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Jesus.
Facility.
Ooh. Oh, come on. Come on, why would you not want to do that?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his false death. Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
I'm just going to do what he says at the start.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh, wow.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I suppose. Clean, clang, clean, clean. Light. I mean cameras. Action. Click, click, click. I hate Mondays.
Now the monitors
Holy
jumped
crap.
to life, their true nature
Fired.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Oh, wow.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's mine? What was I again? 476? Was that me? Ah, this is a big fucking office, isn't it? There's a lot of desks. Ooh. What did I say? 47 something. Was it 476? I don't fucking know. What do I do now? Oh, I'm trapped here. Oh no. Fuck it up. Sneaky.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Not really.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
That's
Was
life.
this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I fucking wish I had that. Honestly.
No. He refused to believe
No.
it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Sometimes ignorance is bliss, okay?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
But I wanted
For
to.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, sir. But I'm having fun clicking buttons. Beep, boop. Making my own song out of it. Beep, boop, beep, boop. So, what am I supposed to do? Disable it all, but it already is disabled. Oh. Mind controls idle, awaiting import. It's a big fucking computer.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an
Danger.
end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Did I?
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Oh,
Is that
fuck
what
me.
you wanted? Control?
I don't think I didn't press anything.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to
didn't
throw
press
my
anything.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think
Oh,
you do.
fuck
For
me.
example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation
Oh.
system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
eliminating the entire complex.
Off.
How long until detonation
Off.
then?
Off.
Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh,
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
not really.
It's your time to shine. You
do I
are
do?
the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What
Do I
a
leave?
shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
It's a fucking dance
More
party in
time
there.
to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Bitch.
What's that?
Oh,
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
well, that's really rude.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
Oh.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
Let's
pushing
be out,
buttons
bitch.
endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
I'm not listening to you, bro.
But
I'm fucking
sure
dancing.
whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My
Okay, bitch.
goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Actually,
But
32
I'm
now.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time
Aw,
on the
that's
clock.
cruel.
Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Why is this so intense?
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you
Oh.
have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you
What did I
just
just
assume
press?
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
Incorrect.
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That
3.
this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No!
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving.
3.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching
clicked
cutscenes
3.
because I want to watch you for every moment that you're
3.
powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But
Oh.
I'm going to destroy it first.
3.
So you
Goodbye, employee 47. Oh.
take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
Well-
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life?
You're getting
Or will
quieter
you
a
let it
bit
go
there,
peacefully?
buddy. Sorry.
Another choice. Make it count. Or
Well-
don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every
my
second
God.
of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh. I'm back?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
just
he had
starts
simply
again.
missed a memo.
What the hell? That's so cool. I just closed the door. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna fucking do what I want this time. So you can suck a dick, Mr. Narrator.
When Stanley
You say
came
that?
to a set
Nah.
of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to annoy you.
Ah, yes, truly a
Notepad?
room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to
Yes.
spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully
I
constructed
want a
room.
cold drink for
Stanley
$1.25.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Literally, what I just said. Huh.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the
I closed
room.
the door. No,
The
no.
room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't. You're not live. You are lying right now. Stop. Well, that's a good
Stanley was so
lesson.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Well, that is me in real life as well. Sorry, I can relate to Stanley. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of the cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000. So there's a fucking penalty for jumping off, but you die. So you have to pay $5,000 to die.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on
I
the
want to
wrong
jump off
foot
now.
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I
All right.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Me?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is she? Is she me? Me is she. She is me. Pitch black, don't like that. Oh, fuck me.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Oh, I don't really
if
want
you can
to.
truly play...
Okay, shut up.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
What the fuck?
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Oh.
Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here,
That's so
Stanley.
mean.
I'm trying to get you to see something.
She can
Come
be my
inside.
wife.
Let me show you what's really going on here.
Happily. Mannequin can be my wife.
This is a
girl.
very sad story about the death of a man
Kiss,
named
kiss.
Stanley.
Kiss, kiss. Good morning, employee 527. Press T on your keyboard. No. You're just rude to me, so I don't want to. Well, I can't go in there anyway. I want to kiss my wife. Kiss, kiss, bitch. Kiss,
Stanley
baby,
is
kiss.
quite a boring fellow.
Oh.
He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
But I have a wife. Fine.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Quite relatable,
And each
honestly.
day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
That is relatable as well. Bless. Liz, press L.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press H to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Give me the boys. Dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh. You just said the title of the game. I just want my wife to love me. Please press L to tell your kids a story. Hello, children.
It was such a wonderful fantasy. And so in his head, he relived it again. And then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely
really
there's
sad.
an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I don't want to. Please press F to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing
My
is pushing the
wife.
same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
This is really fucking sad. Press 5 to go to
And I'm
sleep.
trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I kind of want to do it. Oh, I don't know what to do. Do I do it? Is he going to wait until I press it? Okay, I literally sat here for another 5 minutes.
See? Can he just not hear me?
Nothing happened.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Ooh.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I don't know, David Attenborough. Please press M to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Oh.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Well, I died anyway, didn't I? Well then.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit.
Oh, it's different.
Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But then I'm going to go somewhere different in here.
His office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I just wanted to annoy him. That's so funny. It fucking worked. Heck yeah. Okay, I got bored. I'm done now, narrator.
Coming to a staircase,
Ooh, I'm going
Stanley
down.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I'm not, bitch. You gonna get mad at him this way? Oh, there's a car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Yes,
he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Oh.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
It's
None of
repeating
it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Get a drink?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that it had been on the tip of his tongue.
That's different, isn't it?
He just hadn't found the words for it.
I remember saying that.
I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
Yes.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
Oh no, maybe
he
it was
wasn't
there.
going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
No.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Oh my god.
And
what a
when he
mindfuck.
thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Yes.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Lie.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
It's getting more intense.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh
like
air
a free
of
meditation.
the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Why would that be the
I
only
want
thing
my
you want?
apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Yes, give me back mannequin
My
wife.
life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Deep. Oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be.
God.
Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
I got stuck.
And everything went black.
Oh. That was
This
intense.
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Huh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Just another
And although
day.
she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She's not running. Oh. Damn! Oh, this is not where I thought I would be. It's different. I was gonna say, is that supposed to be like some deep, meaningful meaning as to what life is like? You know, we get so caught up in our 9-to-5s or our work and stuff that we're basically just robots, you know, in this simulation. It feels like it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is different.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, welcome to the whiteboard ending. Console bark. Bark.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, we're left again. You mean the broom room again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
They fucking closed the broom closet on me. Oh my god, that is so clever of the game. That's hilarious.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I go to you? I can. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Okay, bitch. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Whatever the fuck you're yapping about, it's none of my business. Clicking on shit, nothing's happening. Okay, I will shut the door. I don't fucking know. Oh, I can go in here too. Oh, I don't like that painting. I don't like that. Why are you doing that to a bear? A panda. That's not nice. I don't like that. Ying. Up. Up. Thank you. This is the same music I put in my supermarket simulator video. I could hear him talking. I heard the man talking just then. I swear I did. Oh, he's singing. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. What the fuck's he saying? I get out of here now, I'm bored. Okay, what the fuck? Oh. Was I supposed to do that? Oh. That's all that was? What the fuck? I was waiting here for ages. And it's just a little dancing room, that's it. Okay, well that was fun while it lasted. Thank you for that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
Who?
Stanley wondered aloud.
I forgot what it was already.
Nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Now I'm going to do it.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
Whoops.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin
Oh,
number.
fuck.
2845.
Is anything going to be different in here? The darkness. I don't like it. Okay. Why'd that scare me again? Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, this is different. I don't like it now. Anything that looks quite ominous.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
If light is
Facility.
on, call exit 914 immediately. How do I do that? I'm going down here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Life. This is the way I want to go.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Oh. Oh. Well. Oh. Fuck me. Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was a loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
That would hurt. And bye. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What the fuck? What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. What the fuck? It's a woman.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, Death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. Okay. Stanley's computer. Office layout. Oh, interesting. It literally is though. The office. The button. Beep, boop, beep. Bling. Oh. This is really embarrassing. I think I'm an idiot. Filing cabinets. Okay. Office computers. Off. Credits. Well, fucking good damn job, Davy Redden and William Pugh. And everyone else. Who the fuck's the narrator? Oh, Kevin Brighting. And the impeccable Kevin Brighting is the narrator. Good job, guys. Okay. That was interesting.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Shut up. Oh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
I don't want to do that.
As you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Can't be bothered doing that. Just kill me now.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
This is a long pause. Long pause. Did it break my computer? Begin the game again. What? What?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Guys, I think I accidentally fucked it up.
Stanley.
I think I just fucking fucked the game up and now I'm at the start.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Did I fuck it up? No fucking way. It made me restart the whole game over.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
It didn't start from the start. Wow, this game is a mind fuck. This is a mind fuck. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to end that one there today. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a really fucking long episode, so sorry about that. I can't help but make long episodes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you'd like to see a part 2. I think this game is really, really interesting. Yeah, I really liked it, so thank you for recommending it. And as always, I hope you have a great day and great night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!